Good morning, boys and girls. Today for our Sunday school craft, we're going to be doing a little bit more science, and Tamika's going to help me because this is her thing.
I love science.
Okay, especially messy science. So that's the first thing, boys and girls. This is messy.
It gets everywhere and it's super hard to clean.
Very hard to clean. So please make sure that when you use it, you keep everything in the bowl if you can.
Or do it outside.
Great idea. Okay, what do we need, Tamika?
You need cornstarch or corn flour, some water, tap water, so it doesn't matter, a spoon and a bowl.
Awesome. All right, boys and girls, this is a bit of hit and miss. There's no like, oh, put 3 tablespoons in and 2 teaspoons in. It's kind of like just have a go and see how it feels.
Okay.
Right. So starting with the cornstarch.
So you just take a little bit on your spoon and you put it in the bowl.
Or maybe like 2 spoons to start with, approximately. Yeah?
And it feels,
perfect.
It's very soft.
Feels beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've already got some on the table.
It's gonna be messy.
And then you can just pour the water in if you have a jug, but I like to just, and you just add a little bit at a time. And then mix it.
So I might do some pouring because I can get a really slow pour. So boys and girls, if you get too much, it's not a drama because you could add more flour. But as soon as you put in too much, it kind of makes it not go so well.
It's very hard to mix because when you mix it,
She got more out.
when you mix it, it goes all hard. So it's hard to mix everything in.
So Tamika, what is this called?
Ooblek.
Ooblek. So boys and girls, the reason we're doing this today is because of Moses dividing the Red Sea. So I know that you're wondering how this is anything like Moses and dividing the Red Sea. But it's because of the properties of the Ooblek. When, just like Tamika said, when you try to stir it too hard, it goes really solid. But then when you do it gently, it all flows in together. So to me, we added a bit too much water, so we're just adding a bit more flour back into it. See how we go.
It's very
all right. It looks to me like
probably still a little bit too liquidy.
All right, let's show the camera what it looks like, Tamika. So if we were to tip the bowl, that's all right. If we were to tip the bowl, it would actually all just pour out. So can you grab me another plate, Tamika, and we'll show them what it looks like as
another
it pours
bowl
out.
plate.
Bowl maybe. But when you try to jam your spoon into it or move your spoon too hard or too fast, it just dries out. But when you pour it gently, it pours out as though it's liquid. So boys and girls, this doesn't explain how the sea was divided, but I thought it was a fun way of doing an activity where we could, don't move it, where we could show you how things can flow and then be really firm. So boys and girls, if we've made
it's very fun to play with.
And it's very fun to play with. If we've done it really well, we might even be able to pick it up and then it will flow off. So can you give that a try?
I think it just needs a little bit more.
A little bit more flour. I'll just add a bit more. I'm going to use another teaspoon. Fortunately, I'm in the kitchen. I have plenty. All right, because boys and girls, it is a bit of an experiment. You have to figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work. Okay, do you reckon you can do it, Tamika?
Just let me mix it a little bit more.
Okay, boys and girls, it's tricky. It's tricky, but it's fun. All right, see that? Did you see how she managed to pick it up in a lump? But then it just flows off her fingers. So boys and girls, this is kind of like us dividing the liquid. All right? And it's because of the properties of the corn flour and the way it interacts with the water. And it's called a colloid. And basically, it's because the flour doesn't actually dissolve into the water. The water coats each molecule of the flour. And so it is both solid and liquid because the water is actually separate from the solid. So the liquid is actually still separate from the solid, but it gives it the properties of both a liquid and a solid.
It doesn't smell good. And don't eat it either.
No, don't eat it.
Don't eat. Well, It is technically edible.
It is technically
It
edible.
just
but
doesn't taste good.
No. And also, we could have put some cut food colouring in, couldn't we, to have made it more interesting if we'd wanted
But I
to.
think when you're mixing it in, it would probably dye your hands. So
Yeah.
if you don't want bright blue hands, don't use bright blue dye.
Right. And also, it adds to the mess. So, you know, maybe just one messy thing at a time. All right, boys and girls, have fun. We'll see you next week. I hope you make some Ooblek. Bye.